Okay, silver lining is that more people have come to the channel. That's a good thing. Please confirm you can still hear me. Thank you. All right. Well, the funny thing was that I actually was speaking for about 2 minutes earlier before it became clear no one was able to hear me. So I will begin again, of course. If everyone could please mute, though, actually, I'm going to spend another 2 minutes trying to make sure everyone's muted. That would be helpful for me. Thanks.
Guys, shut your fucking mics.
Yeah, this won't be possible unless we can get everyone muted. Does someone have a simple recommendation for that? That would be helpful.
Disable the speak permission for the group at everyone. You are the admin, you will still be able to speak.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Good.
Having a single unified voice speaking on behalf of the state is going to be way stronger than 10 or 15 witnesses arguing with each other, trying to yell at each other to get a point. And having one unified voice.
Found up. You run. Here. Better fight this before I lose it again. Here.
Oh, fucking hell. Hey, Paula.
Got my mic mute. Shit. Who's saying hello to me? That's shit post. I'm going in to see the script. I'm gonna have to like log out now.
What?
I'm gonna miss all this shit.
What is the crack?
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on.
Yo, Pete, I just was able to unserver.
No, I have a VIP.
Who was that?
Entrance 2.
Let's go. Follow that white
Yeah.
fence. Take a right.
Somebody said they unserver muted everybody?
I did me and you. I never server muted us. I guess
Oh,
anyone-
God.
I have to mute this and turn this off first.
Entrance 2.
That's hilarious.
I bet. No.
I should have tried that myself.
This is. I mean, I'll be quiet as soon as Ned talks, but this is so reminiscent of the years on Steam.
So, I wonder if I can help. Probably
I mean, this
not,
is
though.
easy as fuck to do. How can someone not do this? I don't. Not like.
Hello.
All right, easy.
I miss you, Beans. Good to hear your voice.
Ah, I miss everybody. This is fun.
Hey, Ned, you really need a real admin here.
What just happened?
The user list disappeared.
Thank you.
This is.
Well, that was the wrong permission.
Chat just. Did that happen for anybody else, or was that just me?
What?
That it felt like I get kicked from the chat channel.
Yeah,
for
the user
team
list
chat.
vanished. I think Ned is breaking the Discord.
Breaking whatever he can. As per usual, right? Oh, man.
What's up, Mr. VK? You should promote your show, yo. Somebody do something.
Put PAL back on.
Anyone hear me? It's so peaceful in here now. Make any recommendations, I'm sure the channel doesn't seem to be working perfectly. Things you recommend that I do to make it work better, please post them.
So you are in the channel, in the voice channel settings, right?
Aha.
Okay, is everyone ready to begin? Please let me know in text.
Yes.
Okay, so we are at Oracle moment for Steam and really for cryptocurrencies, especially delegated proof of stake cryptocurrencies. In quite an interesting series of events over the last few weeks in Steam. And I believe we now have some important issues to work through as a community if we are going to come out stronger and be able to continue to build something great.
Hey, Ned, can you
Just
hear
to
me?
confirm, are you guys hearing me or am I speaking into the abyss?
Ned, you have blocked connection.
Some yeses. Okay, I will be changing the settings. 1 minute. I need to allow others to connect, apparently. Connecting been re-enabled. Can anyone confirm? Any remaining issues, please type them into the chat. Are any remaining issues, please write them out in the chat. Team at QA, can you confirm if there are any additional issues to address? Han12 says unlock the voice channel. Is that something that actually needs to be done? Should be working now. Please confirm. Okay, let's begin then. As I was saying a few minutes ago, in quite an interesting series of events, the Steam community, for the delegated proof of stake community, for the cryptocurrency community who may be looking in on Steam or delegated proof of stake, for the Bitcoiner community. The series of events has been so interesting that it's brought people out of the woodwork to comment on the current situation. The situation being that someone has acquired in the Steam ecosystem. Steam Incorporated has been acquired by a group, Justin Sun. And I believe Justin, incredible addition to the Steam ecosystem. I believe he's got vision and potential for helping this ecosystem grow to heights that it has not made it to yet. However, as a community, in some misunderstandings, perhaps a misalignment of interests, at least perceived, and the result has been quite tumultuous. Saw the delegated witnesses of the Steam blockchain community disable Steemit, the company's accounts, from being able to move and transfer their coins. The powers to transfer be rejected indefinitely. The ability to move and transfer cryptocurrency is the core value proposition of the technology taken away. Belief that for something to be a cryptocurrency, you must be able to use it as a cryptocurrency is intended. And it's this crux of the issue that is what has brought so many people from so many spaces of the industry and you know, the corners of technology to come out and comment on these current situations. Justin did the only reasonable thing in the face of a threat. His coins were frozen, where the powers to transfer were taken away. Known individuals action to rescue the rights or the intended powers of cryptocurrency or his private property, for the company's private property. Now we're in an even more interesting situation where, to do that, a slate of witnesses was brought into the Steam blockchain, controlled or influenced by Steemit company. There appears to be a standoff. The slate of witnesses for Steam, where there are at least two divergent set of opinions and proposed paths forward. Amongst these witnesses, which path will be taken? On one hand, you have the witnesses that were in consensus power 2 weeks ago, who have shown that they are willing to freeze the powers of cryptocurrency and disable them. On the other hand, you have a group who is looking to rescue and protect powers of their cryptocurrency. My ask to the community look in from the perspective of Justin Sun and Steemit. Say, what is the right thing to do here? And that. Getting past currency is. Justin Sun represents great potential for this platform. A great track record with being able to market ideas and technology. Steem and Steemit have new technologies right at their fingertips to bring to the world. The timing could not be better for getting Justin Sun involved. And I know in his heart, what he wants to do is come in part of the community and only do things that wants. Not going to force anything. Under conditions of real cryptocurrency. My ask to the community is to consider making Steem a cryptocurrency again and embracing Justin Sun. I think he brings a lot of potential, heart, goodwill, and intentions to this platform, and I think he can help us take it further than it's ever been. Please consider moving your witness votes to the current slate of Steemit witnesses so that Justin Sun get his coins to exchanges where they cannot be hostilely targeted to be frozen or stolen. At that point, I have no doubt that things in this community will move forward in a great, progressive, and building manner that helps all of us. That's my ask. Okay, I am going to now look again at the text in here and see if there's anything else to comment on at the moment. I haven't been reading what I'm saying. Further, I've written quite a bit of this on Twitter, and if you'd like to catch a text version of it, you can see my posts there and my replies. there a contract between Steemit Inc. and the community at Ned regarding the early mine coins? No, there never was. Read my Twitter, and I explained very carefully, very clearly, that there was no contract, no quid pro quo, an agreement between the company and the community. Never was. Everything was intentionally and fairly mined with our own hard-earned money, and we continued to put in work to build a community, and others came along and continued to build that community too. Is slow mode? Is that for text, so people cannot type more than once per 30 seconds? I'm going to read you a Twitter thread that I had with someone. I will second. Embraced. The how will get figured out and the marketing will be great. That's me. From him, that since I know what he can do, he has the reach. The only issue is that I don't think Justin knows how. But if he works with the former Steemit Inc. team and witnesses to discover the best way forward, I think the best how would be discovered. Not based on political pressure or because he is forced, but I honestly think the community and witnesses could help. Today, unfortunately, much of that team that is gone is gone. But I think they were all very passionate and skilled in regards to Steam. I agree. We also had former devs working on the how, like theoretical. However, after the Powers heist, everything hit the fan. It was a shame, really. Was the mistake removing the ability for Justin to power down and transfer? Or do you think removing witness voting would have been a poor choice too? Press releases coming from Justin and Tron were crazy, though. I was so afraid that he'd create a new Steam token on the Tron blockchain, but inflate it and airdrop it to TRX holders after forcing us to surrender our Steam or lose all our money. We were also afraid of it becoming centralized, like TRX. Ah, wait, so you're saying the devs at Steemit were going to be the ones to work on the how? Based on the press releases, it seemed like Tron had a pre-plan that was going to be set into gear immediately. At Andrarchy seems to be the person that paints you and Justin in decent light as not having malintent. When I listen to him, I see both you and Justin as human, and I am not as afraid. The press releases Tron released were super scary, and I hope this is valuable feedback for you. Responsibility for my own investment, but I hope this doesn't mean I'm wrecked. I'm blanked out, and I are starting to wonder if the witnesses deceived us a bit. We were both told that there was a massive amount of evidence that you outright stated you would not use Steemit's accounts for voting, but from what I have read, you were very careful with the language you used. I haven't yet seen hard evidence that you outright stated that you would not vote for witnesses under any circumstances with your stake. I'm still looking, but I wanted to update you. And I will share that I haven't seen any hard evidence that you, Steemit, or Dan said that you would not vote for witnesses under any circumstances. I am waiting for someone to present clear evidence, but I haven't seen it yet. Thank you again, Ned. I say. And is speaking to the community. and saying that all the evidence stating that Steam at stake won't be used for voting is so far invalid. And that not all of us are going along with this. The main community was misinformed by Agrode and the community. Please convey that to Justin so he doesn't murder us by dumping 75 million on the market. Listen to the recording once it's out. Blank is my friend and a developer. I'm going to start unvoting the original witnesses. They didn't listen to my idea. Tried to cover up that Steemit never said they would vote in future under any circumstances. They are acting hostile with the Tron representative. I said, AgroEd will post it. Ideal situation is where Steemit Inc. and other general consensus witnesses not in the top 20 can both veto forks. That way, it is a balance of power, and the malicious code on either end would be vetoed. The number of witnesses a person can vote for should be reduced to 20 or less. That at most, Justin controls the top 20, but can still be vetoed. Transcript. See if I can find any other interesting tidbit. Ned, Luke Stokes is directly contradicting this part, and I don't know which of you to believe. You're effectively calling the other a liar. He responded to me saying, we've never made any quid pro quos and agreements with any community members about how we would do this. Anything suggesting otherwise is categorically untrue. Explain. That Luke Stokes is intentionally, without acknowledgement, misinterpreting vague statements to be exactly what he wants them to be, to then use their misconstrued meanings to bully and demand people take responsibility for him. It's pathetic. Some other tidbits. It's untrue that Steemit hasn't voted. Steemit has voted several times. It's kept its voting power for good reasons, quite apparently. Really look at the history of Steemit. I'm no longer reading a transcript. We have voted several times throughout history of delegated proof of stake in the current model of Steam. Allow things to be safe, removing your voting privileges or powers. Evidence is right here over the last 2 weeks. Steemit had its coins frozen, the powers to transfer, the powers of cryptocurrency stolen. All right. To my ask, I see the best way forward as getting the Steemit witnesses back in with community support so we can be winners on that front, so we can all get the great PR together on that front so that Steemit can get its coins to exchanges and no longer have to endure this threat of having its cryptocurrency powers stolen. That's the right thing to do. It's the best thing to do. It makes me the most hopeful, and I believe we can do it together and put out great press together with this and embrace each other for a great future. That's my ask. Please consider moving your witness votes to the current Steemit voted witnesses. I believe and I understand once that's done, once the coins are moved, easily move back into mutually agreed governance, especially veto privileges coded in. This version of delegated proof of stake here on Steam desperately needs veto privileges. Too easy to abuse the largest holders. Smallest holders with veto privileges can band together more easily. all would create a greater rigidity to Steam. Upgrades happen easily. Veto privileges here are critical. Thank you.